Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Iris Arrington with Ideally Simple Decor. Today I am going to make a snowman, and I'm going to make that snowman out of these dishes I got from the Dollar Tree. I have 6 of these dishes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't need this one. This is going to be my, this is the body of the snowman. I'm going to use my E600 glue with this tip. I'm thinking about maybe putting this on the inside of the snowman. I'm not sure which way I'm going to do it, but I could put this on the inside of the snowman for it to be free falling, that is. And I also have my, this utensil is used to put on the hot fixed crystals that I buy for Swarovski crystals, but I'm going to use the end of this to create a hole in the end of my bowl here. I don't have a soldering iron or anything like that, so I use this periodically to do just that, put holes in the bottom of plastic so that I can create whatever item I'm trying to create. We also have the lights. These lights are going to be threaded through these bowls. Stack them like so, thread the lights through the bowls. So first things first, the very top bowl I am not going to put a hole in, but the bottom bowl I am, because my lights are going to feed from the bottom up. That way I have my device to control my lights on the outside and at the bottom of it. Let's create our holes. The holes are in the bowls. This is my bottom bowl. Now I was thinking about putting this glitter in here, and if I put it in the bottom hole, it's not going to work. It will go through the hole. But if I put it through the bottom hole after I have threaded my lights through it, there's a possibility that it will work. Because what I'm going to do is going to tape over that hole so that nothing comes out after my lights have been added. So the next step is adding the lights. I'm going to unravel my lights so that they are not tangled up. And usually when I create lights like this, I try not to do them first. I try to go ahead and put my device together and then add my lights. But this is going to be a little different because I want this bottom half to be closed up so that it won't the confetti glitter won't come through it. This is my control. So the next piece goes on top of this. It goes down this way. Another good thing about this is that I can put all these pieces together and I'll know just how much light I'll have in each one of them. Because if my light is short, then I can't get very much light in there. It's just going to be a straight line. But if I have a long piece, a long strand of lights, then it can be pretty full. And I think this one's can be pretty full. So this one will go on top. Let's thread it in this way. The bottom half, thread it this way. Okay, now the top half is not going to have a hole in it, but it's going to go on top of this piece. So this is how I'm going to work it. I'll pull my lights through and make a little ring in the first section. Just take it around the outside one time. Then I'll bring it in on the second section. Make a little ring around. As you can see that, those are all in the way. Make a ring around, just like that. And this section is going to come over. So the top section, I'm going to do the same thing. Make a little ring around. So I know that that's going to be the top half, which is going to be the face part of. Let's see, wait a minute, we got this right. Nope, that's the second half. So just one turn in this one. There we go. This goes on top of this one. This goes over top of this one. And so forth. I'm not going to be able to stack them right now because I've got my lights in them, so that you can see how it's going to turn out. We're just going to go ahead and turn it out. How about that? So my light is in my first one, and I can feed more light in there if I need to. Let's get my glue ready. That's a lot of noise, ain't it? Wait. I don't think I'm going to use this glitter, because the sides of my bowls, let me get another bowl so I can show you this. Sides of my bowls don't fit exactly into the creases like that. There is still going to be an opening, and I don't want glue to be put into those openings, because that can start to look very nasty, and I don't want it to look like that. I want it to be nice and smooth and clean. So I'm not going to put glitter inside of these. I'm just going to go ahead and thread my lights in them after I get it together. So I'm taking my lights out. Of course, I'm making a tremendous amount of noise, I'm sure. But I'm going to take my lights out. I can thread these lights in here once everything has been put together, because the holes are right in line with each other. I've done this before, and that's which way I'm going to do this. Alrighty, because it doesn't fit in there nice and neat, I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue. Adding the top of our snowman now. So add my glue to hold it in place. Time to get another glue stick. All right, so now you can see the top of it. Adding my glue right in the crevices so that it will stay together as I add my glue, my E600 glue. And I'm not putting it everywhere, just enough to hold it in place. And my E600 is going to go right in the spots that there is no glue, but where the pieces are touching. And again, I will stress the fact that when you put the glue on there, you want to make sure that it is on there, but you don't want a clump, so stretch it out so that it looks nice and neat on your piece. I'm gonna put some right here because I want that to stay down while that adheres. There we go. There we go. Glue strings are off. And that glue is on there. And we're gonna let that dry. But before I do that, I am going to turn it on so you can see the lights. See the lights in our snowman? It's pretty. Of course, these have a little bit of a different, they got the steady on, and then they have a chaser. And these little ones also have a timer. And this is the timer, it's steady. So I can set these at any interval, any mode, as they say, that I want to set it on. All right. On the bottom of this, I'm gonna put a piece of tape to make sure that that light stays in. There's a little light towards the end of the strand. I want it to stay inside of the snowman so that the thin wire here is all that's on the bottom, and that the snowman can sit flush. There we go. All right, he still has to dry a little bit, so I'm gonna set him to the side and let him dry. I've cut out some felt, a circle, a smaller circle, and a band. And I'm going to create my snowman a hat. Take off these little corners here so it doesn't look like, so it looks somewhat like a circle. It's a crude one, but a circle. And just put some glue on the outside of the small circle, because that's the top of my hat. And I'm going to stick the band down with a strip, which is going to be the band part of the hat. I'm just going to stick it down on the glue. So I'm making a ridge all the way around of hot glue. There we go. Making a ridge. All right, take the strings out. Let's put this down on the ridge. If I can put it more towards the inside of the brim, then the better. The glue is what I'm talking about. I'm going to put the glue on the outside. I mean the inside. Alrighty. Come off of there, please. Come off my arm. Glue webs everywhere. The spider webs, man. I don't like spiders. Whoops. Okay. Got it on there. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on the inside so that my tabs stay together. Ew. Now, I can stop putting my finger in the almost dry glue and do this. Now I'm gonna take this little piece and add it to the top of that to make my hat. You notice I don't have a hole in this. That's because it doesn't even really matter. I can just sit this on top of my snowman and it'll fit perfectly on top of him. So I'm going to put the glue around this and then sit it on top of my circle. And I'm spreading it as thin as I can spread it. trying not to have any gaps. So let's see if I can put it dead center or not. That's close enough. All right, so there's my snowman hat. Now, if you're going to put this in a room where you have a certain color in that room, you can always put a ribbon, the color of your room. Say if you're going to have a red and white room, you can put a white and red ribbon on it, or red and white ribbon on it. A gold ribbon across it, or you can leave it just like it is, or not put a hat on your snowman at all. The reason why I'm putting a hat on my snowman is because I'm not putting eyes on him. I didn't want to put eyes and nose and all that stuff on him, so I'm going to put a hat on my snowman. Let's get a better picture of that. Better angle for you to see the hat. So the hot glue, I'm just going to put some. Oh, I thought it was shaking because it was loose. Put a little bit in the top there. And put my hat on. So there is my snowman. I have this is also felt. That's what this is. I'm sorry, I meant to tell you guys that's felt. That's a black kind of gray felt. Same thing with the scarf around your snowman's neck. It can be any color. You can use the thread, you can use ribbon. I have red ribbon here. You can use ribbon and make a little scarf out of, which now that I look at this red on here, I think the red would be pretty. So let's do it with the red ribbon. I'm gonna cut my angles on it, my points. There we go. And this is gonna go around to the front. Of my snowman. I'm gonna put it down the side so it goes down just like this. Now keep in mind, I don't have to put this on as something permanent, so I can use this again by changing the ribbon to something else. So I'm just gonna put a dot of glue on the end of the ribbon. Dot of glue on the end of the ribbon here. Where's my, there it goes. So this is gonna come around. And up, and it's gonna be over to the side, and here is my scarf on my snowman. Got my hat and my scarf on my snowman. Actually, I think I'm gonna fold that back so that it's going straight down like that. Or not. Well, I can switch it around because it's not glued to the piece. It's just glued to each other. The scarf, the ribbon is. Alrighty. Here's my snowman. I have eyes, but I don't want to put eyes on him. I think it's just cool the way he is, just like this. That's a cool snowman. How about that? Well, thank you again for joining me and viewing my video. If you like the video, please put a like in the, no, you don't put a like anywhere. You just put the thumbs up, right? Yeah, just hit a thumbs up, add a comment. If you got any ideas that you want me to try to put together, or you want something that you've seen that you think I might be able to put together, you can do that too. But please subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you the next time on Saturday. Okay? Alrighty. See you later.